Hi guys, I hope you are fine. I'm also fine. Welcome you yet again to another lesson, guys. So today, guys, we are going to look at complex numbers. So welcome as we journey together through this journey. So thank you, guys. So today, guys, we look at this question. Maybe I can read it. Solve the equation z raised to 4 plus 2z raised to 3 plus 6z raised to 2 plus 8z plus 8 is equals to 0. Given that z is equals to negative 1 plus j is a root. Now our expected answers are here, guys. But before we do that question, guys, maybe I have two things I would have to tell you guys. The first thing I'll tell you is that if you have square root of negative 1, this one is given by j according to the complex numbers. So that now if you square both sides, you'll have negative 1 is equals to j squared. Something else, guys, is that let's consider two factors of quadratic equation. For example, you have x plus 2 and you have x minus 1. This is equals to 0. We are solving a certain quadratic equation and we get these factors. So our roots are going to be equal to x plus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 1 equals to 0. So that now x is equals to negative 2 and here we have x is equals to 1, like that. So now, guys, if you are given these roots, you can now be able to get the factors by going reverse. Now you go reverse like that, guys. Whereby now this one, you'll bring it this side, it will become a plus. So having this root, you can have a factor of x plus 2 equals to 0. And now this one is a factor. And this one you do the same. You bring it this side, you get x minus 1. So you find these ones now become the factors, these two, and they are also supposed to be equal to 0 like that. So you go reverse. If you are given the roots, you can go reverse and get your factors. So as we do this equation, we are going to consider these two conditions. We are going to consider this condition and we are also going to consider this condition, guys. So let's start our question. Our question reads, solve the equation. So we are given one of the root. Guys, if we have one of the root, then we are supposed to get the other root. And the other root, guys, is supposed to be conjugate of that first root. So if we have z equals to negative 1 plus j, then the other root is supposed to be z equal to negative 1 minus j. Maybe, guys, I can give an example. If we are told to find the square root of 4, and one of the root you are told it is 2, then obviously the other root, it is going to be negative 2. Okay, this one may not be the conjugate, but that's how you do it. But for this one now, we get the conjugate. So these are the two roots now. Just like we have here the roots, guys. Just as we have these roots, now we have these two roots. So to make the factors, you bring them this side, you bring this side. That is z plus now 1 minus j. Now this is a factor, which now this one is usually equal to 0. And there's the same one here, z plus 1 plus j is also another factor which now is supposed to give 0. But now guys, when we multiply these two, it's just like if we were to multiply x plus 2 and x minus 1, we get our quadratic equation. So we shall do the same. But guys, for us, we are going to get a quadratic complex, or let's say a quadratic equation for that, having z squared. So if I multiply these guys, this is what I'm supposed to get. I can do that offline and we see z plus 1 minus j, z plus 1 plus j. I can do it offline guys, and I'll tell you now the answer. Of course, the first one here is going to be z squared, and the rest I'll tell you guys. So the rest is plus 2z plus 2. So guys, these are now two factors combined. But remember, because it has z raised to 4, it has another two factors, because it's supposed to have 4 answers. So guys, we now come to the question directly, and this is how we are going to do it now. We are going to have this factor, that is z squared plus 2z plus 2. We divide now this equation with this factor. This is z raised to 4 plus 2 z raised to 3 plus 6 z raised to 2 plus 8z plus 8. Now we divide in order to get our remaining two factors. Of course, it is going to come out as one factor here with z squared, because it has to have z squared so that when you multiply you get something like that first. So what do we put here? We put z squared, so that if you multiply by that, here you get z raised to 4. So you get any number, but if you multiply this and that, you get that. If this one was 4z, I would have put a 4 here. But now it was just 1. So this one is going to be z squared multiplied by that, multiplied by this, is going to be 2z squared cubed plus now 2z squared. Of course, this one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 0, guys. So we can find now the remainder. This is going to be 0 if you subtract. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 4z squared plus 8. Z plus 8 now. Find another number. If you multiply by this, you get this. Then this one should be 4 now. Think 4 alone. So you multiply 4 by that, you get here 4z squared plus 4 multiplied by 2, 8z, plus 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So now our remainder is going to be 0, guys. And so the other factor we have is z squared plus 4. Now this one is equals to 0. Just we had put our factors here equals to 0. The same case you are going to be put is it equals to 0. So that now we shall now climb up to get our z. So our z here, z squared is equals to -4. But guys, from this where we are saying negative square root of negative 1 is equals to j. We are going to apply it here because we're going to have z now, square root of z. We are going to have square root of negative 4. And this one can be written as square root of j of 1, negative 1, square root of 4, like that. So now we are going to get, guys, our z being equal to, this is j, we have j there, and then the square root of 4, it is 2, like that. Or again, we have z, j there, the square root of 4 can still be negative 2. And so guys, our solution then is going to be, because we are needed to find the other solutions, this is going to be, that is, first of all, you get the conjugate here, guys. This was our conjugate, guys, and this was the first solution, z. Of course, the first solution we were given, but what we are now looking for is that, which we were not given. So that one will be z is equals to minus 1 minus j. Is equals to minus 1 minus j. The other solution, guys, is going to be z equals to 2j. And the other solution we have found is going to be z equals to minus 2j. So that is our solution, guys. Of course, the other solution we were given, so they are supposed to be 4. And this is how we do it, guys. So the question is supposed to be done like that, guys. Beginning from there, this was not so much necessary. It was just, I was just guiding about you so that you can be able now. What is more necessary here? This one is for your understanding. So guys, this question was done like this. As you can see, well done, marks well distributed. So guys, thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.